Last time on Dragon Ball Rat Rig V4 tuning. So last time I was suggesting that my problem is probably these back idlers, or these back plates anyways, that they were not aligned. All of them were not aligned in the stack. I have since rebuilt those, and turns out, yes, that is true. What I ended up doing is, on both of these, I started with took everything off, started with the bottom one, pushed it this way and that way as much as possible. So inward as much as possible, which shifted about 1 millimeter in each side. So the belts end up a little bit better aligned, that bottom belt. Then I loosened up the bearing stacks and then hand tightened those again. And you will probably notice that I am now missing the little spacer that goes here. I'll get into that in a second. So I did that to both sides, and that cleaned up the tool heads noise quite a bit. I still have some problems. I still had some problems. One of the problems is that my T1 was much better, but my T0 did not change a whole lot. A lot of that was because I could only do a partial rebuild because, again, I, like an idiot, over-tightened this screw here and stripped it, so I had to get out a power tool and drill that out, which is the reason why I had to do yet another rebuild behind the scenes. And also the other reason why I no longer use this bearing. In my findings, and also thanks to Mandela Rose, his idea for the motor mounts, this one, in his suggestion, is that you don't use this spacer here. And when I was loosening stuff up over there, I noticed that when I loosened up the spacer, it cleaned things up quite a lot. But I couldn't loosen up the spacer over here, which didn't clean things up. So I figured the spacer was the problem, possibly the problem, over tightened, whatever. So I just completely removed the spacer. And it felt like these plates might be bending ever so slightly. Like they're not thick enough. They can't support the weight. They may just bend slightly. Because when I pulled the spacer out, you hear the pling as things tighten up. So now that I've got the spacer off, surprisingly, on both sides, that actually did clean up stuff a little bit more. Yeah, my current working information now is that these plates are okay, but they bend and they're easy to get misaligned, so you have to take extra caution starting with the bottom, work your way up to get everything aligned. They're also kind of flimsy, so they can bend this way a little bit. So I personally will be upgrading to the plates from Mandela Rose. And yeah, my next issue is I'm pretty certain that when I rebuilt these last time to put the heavy duty idlers on, I fucked these up and did not get these aligned. So yeah, I want a single stack on that, like an all-in-one CNC piece. Anyone? Yeah. So anyways, that's the next thing I'll be working on.